Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to RCRC. That is the relationship connection with Ronald and Charlie. I am Charlie Willis, a mental health therapist.
I'm Ronald Willis, a marriage and family therapist, and today we got another exciting topic.
Mm.
Yes, Steph, we putting it down. Go ahead and play that skit.
Yep.
Oh, man, sorry about that, Charlie. I was out there running though. 5 miles. Your husband put it down this morning.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Jeez.
Whew, man.
Can you move? Because you smell.
I smell. You should be smelling too. You should be out there running with me.
No, I should not.
You said you want to lose some fat, Charlie.
Ronald, I didn't say I want to lose fat. I said I was going to get toned.
That's the problem, Charlie. You want to lose the fat, but you don't want to run. You gotta get there and run. Run with me.
The problem is you're trying to change me.
I should try to change you. I'm your husband. That's what I do. I make some changes around here.
No.
I'm the leader. I'm better, and the better person change the person.
Ronald, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Why do you think God made me the leader? Because I'm better. And if I'm better, you should want to emulate me.
Ronald.
You should want to be like me, talk like me, run like me, and lose that fat you're trying to lose.
I'm my own person, and you can't change me. Point. That is it.
That's my job to change you. That's the problem and stuff, right? I'm supposed to change you, but you trying to resist the change.
Ronald, I don't want to talk about this.
It's my job to change you, Charlie. And right now, I'm trying to help you so you don't be fat no more.
Can you please move? Really?
You're supposed to submit to me, Charlie. That's what you're supposed to do.
Ronald.
Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., I'm going to get you up so you can be running. You lose that fat you're trying to get rid of. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that skit. And that skit was based on a man helping his wife to change. That's his job. That's his responsibility as a leader. It's my job to change you, Charlie.
Right. So, even before we even get into all of that, I wanted to let everybody know we are here to equip, empower, and educate couples on how to thrive in their relationships. How? Through candid conversations right here on this platform.
And don't forget to help support this ministry by making a contribution to our Cash App at First Focus Faith. And if you're watching by YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. Do it all because we need it all.
All right. Sounds great.
All right. So we need some change going on.
So let's get into this foolishness.
Foolishness. No, everybody has to change, Charlie. Somebody got to take the lead in the relationship.
Everybody changes over time.
That's
for many different things.
So if I'm the leader in the home, it should be my job to change you.
It doesn't work like that.
Why not? I'm the leader.
Yeah. If you try to change me and it's something that I don't want to be altered, it's not going to work.
It's not.
It's not going to be. It's not going to either. It's not going to happen, or if it does, it won't be sustained because I want to do things.
Why would you not want to change for the better?
But your better may not be my better. Okay.
Well, in this particular skit, you wanted to lose some weight. Isn't that better?
No, in this particular skit, I said I was going to get toned.
All right.
Yes. So anyway.
So I think you're trying to allude to trying to change your partner can actually damage the relationship.
It definitely can.
So let's break that down. Then if it can damage the relationship, what's going on?
So there are several ways. I'm pretty sure you guys have some ways or you understand, know how trying to change your partner can damage your relationship. So we're going to go over a few that we pulled out of the hat, and you guys can comment and give us some more thoughts about how you feel and then what you feel about what we state, right? Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is It is disrespectful.
How? I'm trying to change you for the better. How's that disrespectful? Help me out.
Because just the notion of you wanting to change me to something that the way you are, or something that you feel like I should be, not even taking my thoughts in account.
What's wrong with going running in the morning at 6 a.m. if you're trying to get toned, Charlie?
A lot, because I'm still in bed.
Still in bed.
So even with that thought, Ephesians 5:21 tells us to submit to one another out of reverence to Christ.
That's right. If you submit to one another, then you're not disrespecting anyone.
Okay.
Because you have to consider the other person's thoughts and feelings. You may not want to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning and go running. Or you may not want to run at all. Okay.
Right. I don't.
You may have another way of, toning yourself, of losing the weight. As I said in the skit, I said lose the fat. Okay. So there's more than one way to do that.
Yes. And I'm not ashamed to say I don't have good knees.
That would not be any running today or tomorrow.
Oh no, at all.
Then. So definitely, you want to submit to one another out of reverence for Christ, so you can respect one another. Okay, the submission creates a respect for your partner, and not trying to make them out who you are, allowing them to be who they are.
Yes, I like that.
Oh, you like that? Okay.
All right, so let's go on to another one, number 2. So what can happen? It destroys the emotional intimacy that you may have built up with your partner. That is gone. That is destroyed. Kaput.
It's gone. Huh?
Yes. If you continue to try to change somebody, not only in this capacity, but other ways in the relationship or in that person, it's just not good.
Right, because ultimately you're not making them feel good. You're trying to pressure them to doing something that they do not want to do. And as in the skit, I was trying to press you into running with me. You didn't want to do it. And then I started having conversations to prove my point. But as I was having this conversation, it was making you feel bad. And if you feel bad, you're not going to want to emotionally connect with me.
No,
you want to avoid me. Because
yes,
when Ron's talking, I don't like what he's saying. It sounds bad. And I don't have time for this foolishness. I got to get away from this guy.
Yeah, because if you try and change me with that, you're probably going to try to change some other things too.
Like what? Other things.
Be a lot.
That's right. If I can change this, I can change other things.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. I'm the man.
All right. So let's go on. So in that skit, you probably saw this. Number 3, now he is criticizing and nagging.
No, I was trying to help you. You wanted to lose the you wanted to get toned.
So when that comes off to us and we receive it as not well, of course, with the criticizing and then the nagging and just on and on and on.
You saw it in the skit. I kept
beat
on
of
and
a
on.
Dead horse.
Lose the fat. Run.
Yes,
okay?
It was just really too much.
Right. Okay. And definitely creates negative things going on.
So Philippians 2:4 tells us, do everything without grumbling or arguing. That's so who is grumbling and arguing or headed that way?
Nag your partner, trying to make them do what you want them to do.
Right.
You can say things in a different way to prove your point, but you don't want to go to the place of making your partner feel bad about proving your point.
Right.
Because their thoughts and feelings is different from yours. And they have a right to those thoughts and feelings. And just because you think you are trying to help, but you're really not. If they don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it.
Why not, Charlie?
Because I don't want to do it.
Because you don't want to do it. I'm going to push you and make you do it. You got to do this, Charlie.
No, some things are good for us to be.
You a soldier.
Let's see. What is the word that when somebody
old dog 30. That's what time we getting up and run.
Right. Not pushed or some people need help, assistance, in certain things, and that's fine. But if I'm saying no, I'm saying no. So the next point, number 4, leads into something I already said and something you just alluded to, right? You didn't consider how I felt.
I thought I did. You want to lose weight?
That's not considering how I feel.
Oh, okay. So there's a difference.
There's
Help
a
our viewers
difference.
out there. What's the
Yes.
difference?
So you didn't ask me. You didn't ask me or gently come in and talk about it. That's what I think. You consider. Again, my not so good knees and all this other stuff. You didn't consider.
Well, if
You
you can
didn't
walk,
ask.
you can run.
You didn't ask about how I felt about that. I may not like running, which I don't. But did you ask? Did you inquire?
I'm a soldier. I love to run.
See.
Actually, I don't like to run. I like the benefits of running, but I don't really favor running that much.
Yeah, I mean you do real well with it. Now, all I
Yeah.
can say is when I run, I hear myself saying, "Stop running. Why are you running? I know you're tired."
Yeah. I hear myself keep pushing on.
Oh, that's good.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Run farther, longer, harder.
I guess I need to work on that.
With some motivation behind it, and some things I'm doing to run, not just to, I'm not trying to run to lose weight. I'm just trying to, stay fit, stay active.
Yep, stay focused. That's really
Right.
good.
And I like the results of that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be it's a little off, but off of what I'm saying here from this subject. But it would be difficult to do something that you don't like to do.
Right. Just because your partner do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Exactly.
But it's beneficial. Okay, it may be beneficial, but maybe I need to seek something else to get some benefits from it, and not exactly what you are doing.
That's right. And
there's different ways to get toned up besides running.
Yes, you're right. Like riding my bike, but they're.
See, if you was trying to make me ride your bike, I'd be responding like you responding.
Yeah,
I don't ride no bike.
You know what?
I don't want.
You don't.
That's
really.
Right,
you don't like riding the bike
because you're going nowhere. I got when I'm moving, I got to go somewhere.
There's still benefits.
And the bike, you don't go anywhere.
In a stationary environment, you're
not going nowhere. You're not seeing anything. You're not seeing any people. You're just on the bike. Yeah. Man, how boring is that?
You can do other things. You can watch TV riding bike. You can't watch TV running.
I don't want to watch TV when I run. Yeah. Okay. I don't. For me, I don't even like running on treadmills.
I know.
You're still going nowhere. Okay. You're just running there, and it's not the same because when you're outside, it's different.
It is different.
It is different. Outside, it's more beneficial.
Yes. So with all that in mind, please consider your partner's feelings. Right. All right. So number 5. Let's move on. So trying to make them you. That's a big one.
Why would you not want to be me? I am better. Why would you not want to be me? Think like me, talk like me, walk like me, even look like me, because I'm better.
There's a difference. There's a reason why we are different and why we complement each other, couples, us. There's a reason why, if we were exactly the same and did everything exactly the same, some things that are lacking, that are not good, that need to be attended to in our lives and what have you, won't get done.
Yeah, but if I'm doing something better than you are, right? Why would you not want to emulate that?
And again, those are your thoughts.
Those are my thoughts. Okay. What's the next point, y'all?
All right. So the next point, number 6, is actually our last point here today. So they may feel inferior, And
you saw it in the
skit. You did.
Man, I was superior than you because I am the man and I am responsible for making you change, and I'm better than you.
All right, let's sit on this for a little bit.
Okay.
So by you, the way you were acting and the things you were saying, it did come off as you were superior than I, and that alone, I should be doing what you say.
That's right. Do what I say.
And I rebutted back to you, and I stood on my ground. But when it was all over,
6 a.m. in the morning.
No, when at the end of the
6
skit,
a.m. in the morning,
you can see I was in thought, and that leads a person into not feeling good about themselves and whatever. I mean, I wasn't eating a bowl of ice cream; I was eating fruit, but still, now I'm feeling bad, So I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. When you try to change someone and try to make them do what you want to do and stuff, right? You know that can make them feel like you're superior and they inferior because you're on a platform. I know best, okay? And since I know best, you need to follow my direction and do what I tell you to do.
All right.
Okay, and that puts you in the wrong platform. You're not equal partners anymore in that situation.
That's right. That's right. Not.
Okay, so with all these things that have damaged the relationship, isn't change part of the relationship? Don't we all change?
We do.
I'm not the same person I was yesterday.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna be the same person I am tomorrow. So we can't take change out of the relationship. We can't say, well, because change damaged the relationship, we're not gonna change. No, change must be in the relationship. So if it must be in the relationship, how do we get people to change?
How should it look?
Okay, or should we get people to change?
I already answered that on my own terms.
You already did what?
I already answered that. How I felt about it.
So here it is. If you want them to change, Charlie.
Okay.
If you want them to change.
If you want them to change, what is the alternative? What should we be
doing?
doing?
If you want them to change, you don't try to make them change. That's not your job. You change based on your own motivation, your own desires, and what you want to do. That change is based on self.
Right.
It's not based on my efforts to try to make you change, because most of the time, if you try to make someone change, right, they resist it.
The only one who can change me is God Himself, and then I can do as well. He can empower me to do.
That's right.
But
you let it go, and you allow God to make that change for your partner.
Yeah.
You don't try to make them change. Because when you try to make someone change, it creates a negative atmosphere that damages the relationship. We already talked about the 6 things that it does. There are probably some more out there. We just pulled a few out to help our viewers understand why you do not try to make someone change. Now, change is part of the relationship. And ultimately, you may look at your partner and say, hey, I would like for them to change from whatever they're doing. Right. Maybe you want your partner to be nicer.
Well, let's
more patient.
Let's take it a little spin on that. When we're thinking about someone doing something maybe damaging to their health, they might be smoking and drinking and whatever. And I don't want you to do that.
Right. I want you to change from that.
And as much as I say and plead and ask, you may not even budge. Right. So I can go to God and pray about it.
Yeah.
For assistance, to intervene and help you see that it's damaging to your health and that you want to change.
Right.
You should change rather.
So one of the first things we do is go to God and pray. Pray for your partner. Okay. And they make the change themselves. Okay?
Right.
Don't you try to hop on it, nag on it, criticize them, all the other things that we do, because those things damage the relationship.
Yeah.
Allow God to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And if they want to make the change themselves, guess what? They may come to you and say, hey, I want to be nicer.
Yeah. Help me out.
Okay. Or I want to be whatever I want to be. I want to lose some weight. Okay. I want to stop drinking. I want to stop smoking. Whatever it is, it got to come from their mouth, not yours.
Right. Okay.
So the first thing that if you want your partner to change is pray.
Pray about it.
Right. What's the second one?
All right. So be the behavior you want to be, the person you want that person to be. Can we do some good influence? Right. If you so often couples can and will go along and emulate good behavior. I see you doing some, exercising or whatever. I may not run, but it might motivate me to get up and move.
Right. You may see the benefits of it. Right. Like in your case, you said because you got bad knees, you can't run like I can. But when you see the benefits, you can have a conversation. Say, hey, I'm seeing the benefits of what you're receiving by running. What can I do to receive those same benefits? Right. Because there are other things you can do outside of running, to receive the results of that. Okay. In other words, you really want to be the behavior you want.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
In other words, you want your partner to be nicer, you be nicer. You want your partner to be patient, you be patient. You want your partner to be kind, you be kind. It first start with self. Okay.
That's right.
So they can see what it looks like.
Mhm.
And that may influence them to be nicer or
That's
be
right.
patient or be kind or whatever it is that you look at when you're in a relationship. Both partners should always be changing. The relationship should change, and the change should always be for the better.
Right.
Okay.
Just as you can see, as you came at me in the skit in a negative way,
You're not going to change.
No. But maybe if you came in a nicer way, and I could see, oh, he really cares or whatever,
No,
that
I
kind of
came
stuff.
in kind of bragging
That's
about
right.
this. I done ran 5 miles. Ooh, I look good. I'm slim. I'm kind of like putting myself over you.
Yeah.
And that does not work. Okay. And so, as you were talking about, that like someone that drinks, right? And you want your partner to stop drinking. For example, like let's say your partner drinks and they drinks, until they get intoxicated and they're drinking too much, right? And then you drink, but you don't drink too much. You more of a social drinker, right? And you want them to start drinking, right? Although you're a social drinker, guess what you got to do?
What?
You got to start drinking.
I stop drinking.
Okay? Because you can't tell your partner to stop drinking and say, well, you drink too much. I don't drink too much. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Or whatever other behaviors.
Yeah, whatever behavior it is, right? You can't tell them to stop doing something and then you are doing it. You may not be doing it at the same level they're doing it, but you're still doing it.
All right. So Philippians 2:13 says, for it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose.
That's right.
I love it. I love the part God works in you. He works in us. He works through people too, but in a good way.
Yeah. So the bottom line, the change you should be making in your relationship is self.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to make changes with self. Don't try to make changes with your spouse.
Nope. All right. Second point is accept them for who they are. Can you accept me for who I am? That can
be hard though, right? Can it?
Yeah.
Because accept them for who they are, mean you're going to accept the things you don't like about them.
Yeah. Now we're not trying to get outrageous.
Yeah, I can easily accept things I like about you.
Right.
That's easy. But I got to accept things I don't like about you. That can be difficult.
That's right.
Yeah, because it may be some real hard stuff that really I don't like about you, and I really want it to change. Okay. And I may be on a platform because I do not like that. I'm trying to make you change. No, don't try to make them change. Accept them for who they are and go back to our first point. Our second point. Well, our first point of praying, and our second point, change self and allow that person to be who they are, even if you don't like it. Because you can't like everything about someone, can you?
No.
Do you like everything about me, Charlie?
I do not.
I know it's hard to believe, right?
I do not.
What? You let everybody know that. All these viewers out here know that you don't like everything about me.
Inquiring minds wanted to know.
Oh, man. I thought you like everything about me.
No, let's keep going. So you're going to accept people for who they are. You accepted me before all of this, and we're not talking about, the devastating, catastrophic things that can go on your relationship and damage your relationship.
Well, we can kind of allude on that. Yeah. If you're in a situation where it's damaging a relationship and the change needs to be done, you may have to separate yourself from that.
And things have to be taken into account because
if someone's being physically abusive and you want them to change to not be physically abusive,
I can't just
you have to separate yourself from that.
Right.
Okay, you can't make them change. You can't make them stop being physically abusive. You cannot. Okay, they have to want to do that themselves. Right. But you don't have to stay in that particular relationship. You need to separate yourself from that because now you're a victim.
Yeah, that's right. We're not talking about in the lines of that. Okay, so our third point and last point here is to be understanding why I don't want to change. I don't want to run.
Charlie, everybody should want to change. Everybody should want to change, though.
In some instances, but not with this. Whatever that point is, understand where your partner is coming from. I don't like to run. I don't want to.
I think the reason why you don't like to run because you don't like to sweat. Because you mentioned that in the skit. Ew, you're funky. You smell. What? How should I smell after a 5-mile run?
That was your sweat, not mine.
Yeah, but I'm saying that probably because the reason why you don't want to run, you don't want to sweat.
Yeah,
you don't like sweat.
I don't understand.
Sweating is good for you. It cleans out the pores.
It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
We talked about my knees and all those other things.
So,
but no, that
yeah,
just something I don't like to do.
Right.
I shouldn't be pushed to do it.
That's right. So
trying to push me to do it.
Right. So the platform that you want to be on is being understanding, and that means you listen to what your partner is telling you. Okay. And not try to force them to listen to what you are saying. No, you listen to how they feel about it. What are their thoughts about it? And be understanding of that.
Yes.
Okay. Even if you don't agree.
Be understanding. Right?
Don't try to change. No, you shouldn't be thinking like that. You should do this. No, do not do that. Okay?
So Colossians 3:12 tells us, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Can we do that?
That's hard to do, Charlie. That's hard to do.
It is hard to do, but it is hard to do, but it can be done.
Yeah, when you don't like something about someone, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I mean, you got quiet for too long, so you thinking about what's going on here.
Because maybe I shouldn't use the word hard to do. Maybe I should say sometimes it's challenging to do based on how you feel and how you thinking. Because ultimately, when you're trying to change your partner, and you're coming from a good place, the good place is that I'm trying to help you achieve your goal.
Right.
And when you put it in those words, that's not a bad place to be. Okay, but then the challenge becomes when you resist what I'm trying to provide. Okay, and then it becomes difficult when you resist what I'm trying to provide, because I'm coming from a good place.
Yeah.
Then to clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience.
I think I'm gonna take that scripture all day. Go ahead.
Right, because now I might come from a place of frustration because I'm trying to do something good for you, but you're resisting the good thing I'm trying to get accomplished with you.
That happens. So what's the bottom line to all of this?
What's the bottom line?
Bottom line is, don't try to change your partner, but accept and love them for who they are, not what you want them to be.
All right, then that closes that out.
All right. Yes, and we are out of time for this video. So we thank you guys for watching, and come back next week and see what good things we have to say. We're going to have another exciting video. So thank you. Bye-bye.